Greetings, class, and welcome to Horror 101. Today, I have the honor of sharing with you all yet another horror pickup video. I'm starting to quite enjoy these. I can see why the other guy keeps posting and posting and posting stuff that he adds to the vault. Honestly, we're running out of space here, people. Someone please stop the guy. At least, stop him from buying other kind of movies. Whenever he buys horror, that's okay. And, wow, the other guy really outdid himself with the movies. At least one of the movies that he got. For some reason, I'm not allowed to go outside to buy horror movies. I don't know why. This handsome face would be a hit outside. But no, I have to stay here in the vault and watch horror movies. Not that I'm complaining. I don't really like going outside anyway. People tend to bug me. And the sun... Yeah, never mind. I'll stay here. But, as long as I can keep talking about horror movies, I'm one happy professor. And one of the best horror movies that he got this time around is a movie that I, oddly enough, just talked about the last pickup video. I've been wanting to add some trauma movies into my horror watching set, and he finally found a copy of The Toxic Avenger, the director's cut. Yes, this is a complete version of The Toxic Avenger because of a couple of scenes. There are some scenes that have some very disturbing violence. Disturbing to some people, not to me. Most notably, from this movie, a scene that has been cut out a number of times is when a group of no-do-gooders run over a kid that's just riding his bike, and then he's like, oh shit, he's still alive! And then they back the car up against the kid and squash his head. Obviously, a lot of people tend to take offense on that. But this version has that scene back. I've just watched it, and it is glorious. Not the scene, but the movie. It's my kind of movie. So, finally, The Toxic Avenger is part of the vault. I am very happy with this. Now all we need to do is start getting all the other 3 sequels, and Class of Nukem High, and all the other Nukem High movies, and Sergeant Kabuki Man, and we'll be very, very good. If you know me and follow my videos, and you better, you know that my all-time favorite monster is the vampire. I love vampires. They live forever. They drink blood. They're awesome. Sometimes I wish I was a vampire. Maybe I am. So I thoroughly enjoy horror movies that have to deal with vampires. So, this movie was added. Midnight Mass. I have not personally seen this movie, but it has vampires. And vampires, except Twilight, are always awesome. I don't consider the Twilight things to be vampires, mind you. Those are just abominations. Now, another thing, my third favorite monster would be zombies. Second favorite, werewolves, FYI. So, zombies are always entertaining. Even though, again, I've mentioned this before, that zombie apocalypse has no appeal to me whatsoever. The zombie apocalypse is by far would probably be my least enjoyable apocalypses. Mostly because of the stench. My god, would zombies stink up the place. Something fierce. So, but nonetheless, zombies do have an appeal to me. Now, what do you get when you combine literature, classic literature, with zombies? Well, you get a very peculiar book called Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. And what do you get when you adapt that into film? You get Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, the movie. This is not a 100% faithful adaptation to the book. This is more like an adaptation of the movie that came out with Keira Knightley, but with zombies. Yes, but this, nonetheless, is rather enjoyable. I personally am a fan of the steampunk movement. I like the Victorian. I wouldn't want to live in Victorian times, but I like the aesthetic, especially, again, in steampunk. But combine that with zombies, and you have a very interesting thing. Mind you, this is a bit PG-13. It does have some zombie things, but I don't know, maybe an uncut version of this would have been better. But it is still enjoyable. Another movie that we added is The Pack, where this girl meets up a guy, and the guy goes missing, and the girl finds this woman that feeds travelers to a pack of ghouls. Not zombies, ghouls. Not vampires, ghouls. They're a totally different thing. This is a French movie, which, the French have come up with some really good horror movies. High Tension, Inside, to name a few, so I am looking forward to this. Hopefully, it'll be as good as those. Another movie, The Doomsday Prophecy. This one looks shiny. Yes, I am a personal fan of slipcases. I think, well, they do technically occupy a bit of more space. I do enjoy the aesthetic of the slipcases. But this one seems to be a sci-fi kind of movie. Probably. But they tend to come out with some very hilarious stuff, so we will watch this. Well, technically not horror. The subject is horrific, so I'm adding it here. And this is Outbreak, about a monkey that releases a virus and systematically starts spreading all over the world. This is what you would call the virus apocalypse, where a virus just goes around and wipes out a whole bunch of people. Now, while they find people and, that are immune to it and find a cure, it is a very plausible apocalypse. And honestly, I don't think a lot of people would survive that. There's another movie that I would like to get called Contagion, which also has a similar topic. And there's also a Japanese movie that I would also like to add. But the virus apocalypse, well, more depressing because honestly, not a lot of people would survive that. It's still a very interesting addition to the horror genre, in my opinion. The Exorcist, the extended director's cut. You gotta love that cover. Ooh. Yes, The Exorcist is considered by many to be the greatest horror movie of all time. Now, when this movie was purchased, it was under the impression that it was a totally different version from another copy of The Exorcist that is already part of the vault. We already owned The Exorcist, the version that you've never seen before. But, as it turns out, that is the same movie as this. However, this version does add and take away some things that were different from the theatrical and the version that you've never seen before. And it's the thing about movies. Sometimes they put stuff in, take stuff out, and then mix and match, and then you get a whole totally different version of a movie. We are missing the theatrical cut, but now we have this, and we will have to watch this. It's sealed, brand new, haven't been opened. But we would have to see this to compare it to the version that you've never seen. But The Exorcist really is a very, very cool horror movie. Also added The Cube. Yes, this is a movie about 6 strangers that find themselves stuck in this structure that is a cube, and it starts shifting and stuff. Each one of the 6 people has a little quirk that makes them adequate for the survival of this. So these 6 people have to survive, first of all, human nature with paranoia, and try to work together to escape the cube. This came out before Jigsaw. So, if you've seen Jigsaw or the Saw series and then come back to this, you'll think this was ripping it off. But actually, as far as I know, this came out first. And this is really, really cool. I would highly recommend it. There are 2 more movies. Hypercube and Cube Zero, which also is a movie that we are hunting down for. Picked up the original, The Hitcher. The remake is already part of the collection. And, while not the best, not compared to this, I won't say that it's bad. It's actually very interesting. The remake does mix and match a few things. For example, in the remake, the main survivor is the girl, while in the original, it was the guy. But I always like to get the original and the copy of the horror movies for comparison reasons. Obviously, there are some things that will never beat the original, but there are some, not many, but some horror movies that do at least try, to do something different in their remakes that makes them interesting to look at. But, yes, the majority of the time, the original will always be better than the remake. But there are some exceptions. Also added Altered States. Altered States is the story of a scientist that wants to learn more about altered states, hence the name. He wants to experience things in the mind. So, he puts himself inside an isolation chamber, which is basically just a big old tank with water that plugs your ears and closes your eyes so you don't see anything. You just suspend your senses. No sight, no sound, no smell, no feeling, nothing. Plus, he injects himself a veritable cocktail of drugs to try to transcend his mind. But in doing so, he unfortunately opens up Pandora's box and he starts physically turning into different stages of human evolution. It is a very, very trippy but very interesting movie. I would recommend you track this down. I have not heard a lot of people talk about this movie, so I would recommend it. And the last movie I will regale you with is another remake. Assault on Precinct 13. The original is way better than this. The original was more of a horror, survival, kind of in the vein, possibly inspired by Night of the Living Dead. But whereas Night of the Living Dead were zombies, Assault on Precinct 13 was a group of people stuck in an abandoned precinct trying to survive the onslaught of a gang. Very, very, very effective movie. Very full of tension. And, oh, crap, here they come. Very good. This, unfortunately, goes more into the vein of action-y. So, it's not as good as the original. Not by a long shot. The original, in my opinion, is better. But, again, me being who I am, and the other guy feels the same way, we like to get the original and the remake for comparison purposes. And, yeah, the original beats this one out by a long shot, in my humble opinion. You might like it, and you'd probably be wrong. But to each their own. Well, class, that was the horror pickup video. Yes, I do enjoy talking about new editions of horror, but I've been doing that for 3 videos straight, not counting the tribute to the late, great George Romero. But I will be back to regale you with some reviews, which is my bread and butter and something that I thoroughly enjoy. I'm just thinking of what movie to come back with. Till then, class, I wish you all good evening.